The series swings to the Garden. Welcome to New York. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Dallas leads 2-0, but now the Knicks return home to try and at least fight back in this series. They've been prepared. They've been working all week. Starting lineups for tonight for the Mavericks, same starting five: Irving, Carter, Doncic, Washington, Lively. For the Knicks, Jalen Brunson back in the lineup after the knee. He's joined by the other four that are in the lineup for New York. Nearly a sold-out crowd. There's Jason Kidd. His Mavericks up 2-0, trying to go up 3-0 in the series. Going to be hard. The first ever NBA Finals game in sim history. That is in Madison Square Garden, and these fans are here. They've been pumped all week to get a Finals game in New York. Here we go. Game 3 of the Finals is underway. P.J. Washington will carry it up the court for Dallas. He's going to give it over to Irving. Irving's had a second player role in this NBA playoffs. Here's Doncic over to Carter. Mavericks have been great from the get-go. They've pulled off leads in the early going in both games so far. Doncic shot, bounces around and won't go. Rebound by Randle. Randle ahead. Here's DiVincenzo now into the paint, throws it over. Alex Len puts it up and in, and New York gets the first points of the game. Here's DiVincenzo. Going to back up. Holding it. Now going to pass it over. Brunson, a deep three. Bang! Jalen Brunson, a deep three, and the Knicks lead by 3. Here's DiVincenzo. Looking for a way. He's going to behind the back pass, and it's in. Oh, what a pass from DiVincenzo to Randle. Grimes. Randle trying to set a screen. Gives it. Randle a 3. Got it! And the Knicks all of a sudden lead by 8. Irving, going to pass it out to Doncic. Doncic fires from 3. No. Lively, rebound! And slams it down with the two-handed jam. Doncic couldn't put it in. Derek Lively right there to clean up the mess. Washington, Randle with heavy defense. Now out to Carter. Hardaway to Irving. Mavericks passing it around. Irving drives, puts it up, foul, and 1! Foul on Randle. And the Mavericks have a chance to cut it down to 8. In a game where they have pulled away in the early going, that's exactly what the Knicks have been doing to them. Subs coming in now for Dallas as now Washington and Carter go off to the bench. Kyrie Irving's been one of the few bright spots at a cold Luka Doncic in the early going. But this to cut it down to 8. Talk about how consistent Dallas is. Average field goals. That's been the Knicks so far. Walker. Gonna drive. Walker to the lane. Blocked! Blocked off the back iron. And now here come the Mavericks the other way. Hardaway ahead. Howard to the bucket! And slams it down. And the lead's cut to 6. What a block from Lively, which has Jet Howard finishing at the end of the court. Walker. Lead's now cut to 4. Quickly. Gonna drive quickly to the lane. Foul and 1. Kleber the foul. As quickly got around 2 Mavericks defenders. Kleber tried to go up for the block and made contact. And right when Dallas was starting to make a run, New York pulls away. More subs now coming in for Dallas as Irving going to go off to the bench. But Immanuel Quickley, very talented young player, has been quiet this series. Had a big impact in the second round of the playoffs. This to get the lead back to 7. And Quickley's and 1 is good. Here's Dallas now. Still down by 7. And it's stolen. The other way. Kemba Walker ahead. Quick pass to Grimes. Grimes up top! And it's Obi Toppin who's been doing it all series long. Here's Hardaway. Hardaway. Howard. Howard up to the basket. No. Flying in comes Kleber with the rebound. And 1. Max Kleber with the effort to get the rebound. And he puts it up and draws the contact. And a big run by Dallas will continue. They can cut it down to a 1-possession deficit. Max Kleber hasn't done much this series, but has a chance to put Dallas right back in the fight with 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter in a high-scoring Game 3. Kleba's and one is good. Walker holding it, 17 seconds. Final action here in the first quarter. Walker. Howard with the defense. Grimes in the corner. That's a three, and that's a hit. And just like that, New York with a great way to end the first quarter. We'll see what Dallas can do here. Howard over to Lively. Back to Howard. What a great design play. And Howard puts it in with less than a second to go to at least have some momentum for the Mavericks. And after one, back and forth, but it's the New York Knicks who for the first time all series dominate a quarter. And they have a 6-point advantage at home in the Garden. What a start to Game 3 of this year's NBA Finals. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. Here's Kemba Walker. Walker gonna alley-oop it up top. Obi Toppin. How many times are we going to see him do this series? Doncic, who's had a oddly quiet night, looking to try and change that here. Kleber holding it. Doncic going to pull away and fire from three. There he is. Luka Doncic fires one away and hits it. Holding it now. Doncic looking for the drive. Runs out. Now covered by Len. Carter shot from the corner. The assist from Doncic. We're in a tie game at 44. Brunson. DiVincenzo for three. No. Off the mark. Rebound Kleber. Ahead to Washington. Washington. Doncic! Two-handed jam. He's starting to get red hot. And that's not what the Knicks lead. The deficit's 2. Doncic guarded by DiVincenzo now. Backing up. Doncic in the paint. Looks. Puts it up. No. Rebound Alex Len. Gonna flick it to Brunson. Randall ahead. DiVincenzo alone. He's got it. Deep three. The lead's 10. Grimes trying to fight his way around. That's a three from the corner. No. Rebound Hardaway. Fast-paced here. Irving all the way down. And got it. Chet Howard. And a lot of contact there, and he somehow made it in. Kemba Walker the foul. And now the Mavericks can cut this down back to 3. They just will not go away. New York had the lead all the way up to 10, and the Mavericks have cut it down. How about the rookie? Chet Howard, in a quiet year, has stepped up here in the finals. Great night so far. His and one's good. DiVincenzo looking for a way around Irving. He just puts it up, no good. Rebound Lively. Ahead to Hardaway. Final 6 seconds. Howard. Mavericks looking for a shot. Lively. Hardaway. Back to Lively. Fires from 2. No. Off the mark. And the Knicks control their lead. This has been a very fun Game 3 where New York has had the lead for almost the entirety of the night. And they go into the half up by 5 in front of the home crowd. Doncic. Over to Carter. Here's a 3 from Irving, and sinks it. Great shot by Irving. Here's Brunson, gets around. No, rolls around, no. Cannot put it in over Lively. Up ahead, Washington. Carter drives, gives it. Lively, shot is good. Tie game at 69. Derek Lively, a huge night. Doncic, over to Carter. Carter going to try and push his way around. He can't. Doncic, Irving, deep 3. Kyrie rings it in from long range. Dallas up by 2. Here comes Doncic now up the floor. Guarded now by Len. Can't drive. And tipped. And it's going to be stolen away. Ahead comes Grimes. Alex Len puts it up and in. Tie game at 76. Great defense from New York. Hardaway backs up, waiting for someone to get open. Gonna hand it over. Now over to Doncic. Doncic looking for a way around. Backs up. 5 on the shot clock here. Corner. Hardaway. 3. Got it. And Dallas's three-point shooters are on fire. Lead is 3. Can the Knicks try and tie? Grimes over to Walker. Walker quickly shot and one. Foul on Dallas. And now that's exactly what New York needed. They can tie the game with the N1 here. And it's just been this way all night. Whenever one team gets an advantage, the other one just responds right back. And now this N1 can tie it for New York with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Quickly has been good from the line all season long. That will continue. Final minute and a half here. Now here is Walker. Still in a tie game at 86. Walker gets by, and it's blocked! A couple of Mavericks were there. Can they respond, though? Hardaway gives it. Washington pushing pass, puts it up. No. Deflected, tipped around, and the Knicks finally get it. Up the floor now. Here they come. Grimes puts it up and in. And now New York's up by 2. Walker holding it. Final 12 seconds. They're going to look for one more shot, down by 4. Walker gets around, puts up the 2, and got it. 4 seconds to go now in the quarter. With a deficit being 2. Ahead. Howard going to try and get round, puts it up. No. Rebound New York. And that will end the quarter. First time Dallas has had an advantage at the end of a quarter. They're only up by 2. And a crowd that has got riled up with their team in contention to win their first game of the series. 92-90. Dallas on top here in Game 3. Here they come now. Here's Howard. Going to hand it over to Irving. Irving had a big third quarter. We'll see what he can do in the fourth. Howard gives it out. Irving for 3. Bang! Kyrie Irving a big 3. The lead's 5 for Dallas. That shot's no good. Rebound by Carter. Up ahead to Hardaway. Hardaway looking to drive. Oh, it's tipped! Howard gets the rebound, though. Hardaway. Carter fires from 3. That's a hit! Another big 3 for Dallas. The lead's 11. And they just continued to pull away. Irving, who's been red hot this quarter, going to give it to Lively. Lively. Irving. Irving drives, puts it up, and in. Kyrie Irving. His monster night continues. Here's Brunson in the paint. Brunson kicks it. Randall, no. Rebound by Washington. The Knicks have struggled from shooting so far in this quarter. Doncic a 2. Got it. Easy money for Luka Doncic. The lead is now 15. And it's just gone from bad to worse for New York here with the final 5.5 minutes to go. Doncic, Carter, draped by DiVincenzo. Irving gets around. Irving puts it up and in. 20-point lead. And this has been a monster fourth quarter for Irving. Carter going to give it over to Irving. New York has just had no response. Irving puts it up. No. Tipped. Goes back to Carter. Now, Irving's going to try again from 3 and hits it. 29-point lead. Kyrie Irving with 36. That one's tipped. Knicks get it back. Going to fire up a shot. No good. Gill going to pass it ahead. And the Mavericks are going to get to tick this one away. New York only put up 12 fourth quarter points compared to the Mavericks 40. And that is what seals the deal. Mavericks win by 30 in Game 3 and are now 1 game away for the first time ever in Sim Finals history of sweeping the finals. And this young Knicks team that everyone's worried about coming into this thing, they're so young, can they contend with a electric offense? And they could not in the fourth quarter. Getting outscored 40-12. Kyrie Irving with 38 leads Dallas in a massive victory. And now they can sweep the series in the Garden in just a couple of days' time. 132-102. New York led most of the game, but in the fourth quarter, Dallas kicked it up into high gear, knew what they needed to do, and they win by 30. Largest finals victory in semifinals history as well. 38 for Irving, Doncic with 26, Jet Howard career night with 18 points. Quentin Grimes led the way for the Knicks with 17. DiVincenzo had a good night, so did Julius Randle with 16 and 15 respectively, but they have to defend home court in order to keep the series alive in Game 4. This is ASC, signing off.